Tonight we have potato and corn soup with fish cakes. For produce, I'm using some swai fish and imitation crab meat. And I'm just going to put that fish into some water to thaw. For produce, I have some corn, russet potatoes, white potatoes, and red potatoes. And then I have some garlic, an onion, green onions, red and green bell pepper, celery, and some parsley. And I'm just going to get everything a good wash and chop everything up really small. And then I'm going to split everything in half to use for the fish cakes and the soup. Then I'm just going to go ahead and season those fish and bake them at 400 until they're fully cooked. And then I'm just going to break that up and then break up my imitation crab meat as well, and then cut that up. Put everything you see on the screen in a bowl and then add the sauces you see as well. Then I'm just going to add some lemon juice and then season it. Mix that up really well and then finally add some breadcrumbs. And then I'm just going to scoop this out onto a baking sheet lined with parchment paper and then flatten them out. Then I just dip them in breadcrumbs and then put them back on the baking sheet. Sprayed them with a little bit of avocado spray and then put them in the oven on 450 degrees. Then I went ahead and got some bacon and chopped that up and put that in my pan and let that render down. And once that was nice and crispy, I removed it and then I added in those veggies. Once those are sauteing for a few minutes, I went ahead and added in all of my potatoes, some of which I did choose to keep the skin on. Then I went ahead and covered everything with water and seasoned it, and I put the lid on it to start boiling. By this time, I went ahead and flipped my fish cakes over and continued to let those cook. Once my potatoes were boiling and they were nice and soft, I just used my potato masher to mash some of them, and then I mixed a little bit of butter and flour together until it created this paste, and then I'm going to add that in. Stir it around until it's fully dissolved and incorporated, and then I just let that cook to thicken the broth. Once that was nice and thick, I went ahead and added in my corn, and then I added in a splash of heavy cream and the parsley, and then I just stirred that up. Then I'm going to check my fish cakes and serve everything up with that bacon and green onions on top. And there you have it. Hope you guys enjoy. If you try it, let me know.